Peace and blessings, y'all. In this corner boxing 24. Good evening. How's everyone doing this evening? Hope everybody's doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good on this side as always. God is great, God is good, and I definitely can't complain. So, beautiful performance last night by Jared, the real big baby, Anderson against Charles Martin. Now, I'm already watching videos, I'm already getting information and people saying, being negative about the performance and not looking at the overall performance. Listen, oh man, 23 years old is Jared Anderson. 14-0, 14 KOs before this fight. Now he's 15-0 with 14 KOs. Very impressive record. 23 years old, man. Okay? Like, he's probably living beyond his wildest dreams right now. But some of us are so quick to criticize. So this is what I will say, because I'm already hearing he should have knocked out Charles Martin. Let me just say, Charles Martin is 6'5" with an 80-inch reach, which means that he don't even have to stand right in front of you and he could still touch you. He don't have to be in your face to touch you. He can be here and still touch you. And all he got to do is just reach a little bit and he's going to touch you. And that's what he did last night. He really was going for one good shot, one good knockout if he could get it. And he hurt Jared Anderson in the 5th round, and he hurt him in that last round. And before that, he touched him here or there. But those are the rounds where he really hurt him. And that last round, really, he buckled him. He's a strong fighter. He's 29-3 with 26 knockouts, man. Okay? So why go to the negative? Could he have stopped him? Of course. But let's keep in mind not only his age and the more experience that he needs, but also let's keep in mind that's his first time past the 6th round. He was putting everybody out before the 6th round. So now, guess what? He got that under his belt now. Now he knows he can go the distance. And maybe now his next fight, if it goes past 6 rounds, he can still get the person out of there because now he's used to getting in those rounds. And that's what it's all about, man. You learn. I saw so many good things. I saw the elusiveness, the defense. For the most part in that fight, out of that 12 rounds, he made Charles Martin miss so much. And that's what he could do to anybody because he's moving his head. He got head movement, man. 6'4", 243 pounds. He got head movement. He's moving his head. He's moving his arms. He's blocking. He's moving his shoulders, like elusive. Awesome for a heavyweight, man. So how you gonna rate a fighter out of all the good that he did, man? Good jab. He was popping that jab. Pap, pap, pap. He went to southpaw. He switched. And I think he should have stayed at southpaw a little bit more. Because it seemed like when he was at southpaw, he was real aggressive. He looked real aggressive at southpaw. When he was orthodox, the jab was popping though. But he seemed like he was more aggressive as southpaw. His jab wasn't as effective as a southpaw. But he looked real aggressive. He was throwing some good shots. So he got to learn. He got to feel his way out, man, and feel his way through as he's fighting one fight at a time. One camp at a time, man. He going to figure it out. But I tell you one thing. I don't know what Charles Martin said after the fight, but I know he got respect for him. Okay? Now, also, people saying, I'm not going to say no names. Somebody said that he need to get some heavyweight power. Listen, man, again, he got 14 knockouts, man. He got power. Maybe what he needs to do is sit down on the punch more. Maybe could have sat down on the punch more last night. But again, first time going past 6 rounds. So now that he's used to that, he can get later stoppages. I thought he was going to stop him, and I believe he could have, but I'm not going to criticize him because he didn't stop him because he did so much good things that I saw. I saw good footwork. I saw good defense. I saw a good jab. I saw some body shot. Yeah, he could have went to the body a little bit more, from right to left, from left to right. He could have did that. Absolutely. He could have doubled up the jab. He could have tripled the jab. Bap, bap, boom. Bap, 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 boom. Bap, bap, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? He could have do 2 jabs, then 2 rights. He could have do 2 jabs, went to the body, came back with another jab. You know what I'm saying? Throw the right. It's a lot of things he could have did. He could have do more uppercuts. He could have bullied his way in and threw uppercuts, right? Body, uppercut, Mike Tyson type of combinations, a lot of things, but he's going to keep learning, bro, as he goes. But nah, beautiful performance by a young heavyweight contender that's rising and willing to fight anybody. And it's like Boots. He went 12 rounds his last fight for his first time, and people was critical because, boy, he's stopping everybody. That's why it's not always good to stop people, man, early, because then as soon as you go 12 rounds, then people want to be critical. But you need them rounds, man. You need the early stoppages, but you need a combination of both. You don't have to stop everybody. You know what I'm saying? Get them rounds in, man. So, you know, you have that experience, and then you know you can go. Now, we know Jared Anderson, he got tested last night. Again, Charles Martin is a big hitter. He's a big puncher, so he hurt him a couple times in the fight, and he took it. He withstood it. So now we got to give him props for that as well, man. He took the punches. He did what he had to do, and he still came out the winner, unanimous decision. So congratulations to Jared Anderson. Keep your head up. Keep doing what you're doing. Go back to the gym. Listen to your trainer. Listen to your fellow fighters. Shakur Stevenson with that defense, man. Help you control that distance a little bit better. You know, he's a walk-down type of fighter, Jared Anderson. I think maybe he could, you know, just utilize his jab a little bit more from the outside and know when to be in and out. Sometimes you in, sometimes you out. You got to know when to be out, in, out. You got to go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Right to left, left to right, right? Coming in, throwing a forearm. Not that you're throwing a forearm at the face, but you're going to block because he might try to throw a punch. So maybe you want to, that could be a feint. You could feint, tap up here, tap down there, throw your uppercuts, right? Then you come back, you block here. You know, he's a lot of things, man, he could learn, man. He's going to learn as he goes. That's what fighting is all about. But sometimes when you're in the moment, right, you could lose that. And when he got hurt in that 5th round, it was looking like a mental lapse. Same thing like when Floyd, one of the greatest defensive fighters of all time, if not the greatest defensive fighter, he had a lapse when he stood right in front of Shane Mosley in position, right? And Shane just went to body, then went upstairs, boom, real quick. See what I'm saying? He didn't know that was coming, but it was a mental lapse. So if he would have been on point, then he would have, boom, he would have blocked it, or he would have moved, but he didn't do that. And that's what happened to Jared Anderson too. You know what I'm saying? It was a little mental lapse for that moment. And again, this man got an 80-inch reach, so it don't take much for him with his height and reach to touch you. So I give him a lot of props, a lot of respect for the fight last night. He did a great job, and I'm looking forward to him doing it again before this year is out. Another good fight, and trust me, it's only going to make him better going these 12 rounds. He know he could do it. He wasn't huffing and puffing and all that. He looked real good. His condition looks good. His body looks good. He's strong. Can he get stronger? Sure, but he's not weak. Again, sit down on the punches a little bit better, but I think he's doing a hell of a job. Big shout out to his trainer, his team, and I got a lot of respect, a lot of love and respect for Jared Anderson. Peace and blessings, y'all. In this corner boxing 24. Please subscribe to the page. Please leave your comments. Let me know how you feel. Thank you. Peace.